Guys, it's Wednesday, and that means plants and garden expert Craig Hignight is joining us live to answer all your burning questions. Craig, always great to see you. We're going to start off
Good
with
morning.
this bump, and I do have a question for you already.
It's Wednesday, and that means plants and garden
There was one.
Of course, I would pull that off. We have a question from Tracy. She says her holly bushes aren't looking too good right now. What can she do to help them?
Okay, right now I would go ahead and you might give them a shot of Hollytone depending on how old they are. You can still use root stimulator even though even the plant has several years on it. Hollies are fairly shallow rooted. Make sure you've got plenty of mulch around them and watch the watering. It could be that they're showing some stress from last year's dry fall and this year's dry spring up until we started getting rain.
From Mary, when can you pick peaches and let them ripen on the counter before the birds get them?
Great.
Oh, that's always a good question. This is a learned thing. You have to let them get almost ripe on the tree, but you don't want to let them to start softening up. So you want to go ahead and pick them just when they're still a little bit firm. Don't use your thumb. You know, I was in the produce business and I hate thumb spots on peaches. And then you pick them and let them ripen on your counter. That's why the peaches in the store are rather solid when you buy them, so that they will ship properly and then ripen on your counter after you take them home.
And sticking with fruits and vegetables, a question from Pam. She says, why does my tomato plant, the leaves curl?
Okay, we've had a lot of herbicide damage brought in. People are using 2,4-D, and it is way too hot to be using 2,4-D. I wouldn't worry about it. The important thing is the plants are going to outgrow this. Make sure that you watch your watering. If we don't get rain, remember they need an inch of rain a week to prosper. And if you haven't given them any fertilizer, you might try something like Espoma Tomato Tone. It's specifically for tomatoes, and it's a slow release fertilizer that'll get them through the rest of the season.
From Andy, is there an all-in-one fungicide/insecticide I can use on my vegetable garden?
Well, you could actually go ahead and use fruit tree spray. Fruit tree spray is meant to be sprayed on edible plants, and it is a combination of fungicide, insecticide. Just read the label and make sure that nothing in your garden is excluded from the label.
Okay, and another question about tomatoes. Megan is asking, she says, I wonder what's going on with my tomatoes. Whenever I go to pick one, it's always black at the bottom. They're not touching the ground. Is there something that she could be doing?
I knew that this was going to come up. This has been in the week of blossom end rot. And it's not a disease, it's a calcium deficiency. When you pick that first tomato, it's going to have a nice black spot at the bottom of the fruit where the flower was attached. What happened, there was a calcium imbalance early in the season, cold soil, small roots on the tomato when it went in the ground. You can use either yield booster, and it will go ahead, you spray it directly on the plant, and I call this an insurance policy. You start using this the day you put your tomatoes in the garden, follow the directions on the label. It should eliminate blossom end rot.
Got it. Thank you. This is the first half of our Plants and Expert garden, but make sure you join us. Come with your questions, and we'll be right back.